Thank you, Yanis. Good afternoon to everybody. Let me begin by wishing Greece a successful and smooth presidency on behalf of the European Commission. We are very much looking forward to working with you to take forward our common agenda of sustainable growth, job creation and better cohesion, as well as to work towards a deeper and genuine economic and monetary union. I'd like to say a few words on three things. First, on the challenges of the presidency. Second, on the current economic outlook in Europe. And third, on Croatia. So, starting with the presidency challenges in the first half of this year. First, we must work to reach a final agreement in the coming weeks on the Single Resolution Mechanism and Single Resolution Fund so that these can begin to be implemented without delay. Second, we must ensure that all member states maintain the momentum for economic reforms and sound public finances. We now have a well-established framework for economic policy coordination in the form of the European semester, of which we are now in the fourth yearly cycle. And third, in early June, the Commission will present the next convergence report on the readiness of member states to join the euro area for discussion under the Greek presidency. And this is particularly relevant for Lithuania, which aims at following suit following the path of Estonia and Latvia as members of the euro. So we assess the convergence of Lithuania in this convergence report still during the Greek presidency. On the second main issue, economic outlook, our expectations of economic developments over the coming 6 months are for a gradually strengthening economic recovery in Europe. As I outlined at the Ecofin Council this morning, since we last met in December, economic data for Europe has continued to be encouraging. Domestic demand has made a positive contribution to GDP growth, with investment expanding further and household consumption continuing to grow moderately. Consumer confidence in the EU has reached its highest levels since January 2008, and the sentiment in the euro area sovereign bond market has kept on strengthening. At the same time, the market turbulence of recent days, even though it is mainly stemming from emerging market economies rather than from Europe, is a reminder that we cannot afford any complacency, and the high level of unemployment in many member states is a further very important reason why we cannot rest on our laurels, and therefore all of us in Europe must stay the course of economic reform in order to continue to rebuild confidence, strengthen the still nascent recovery, and bolster our defences against external shocks. Let me conclude with a word on Croatia. With today's adoption by the Council of a recommendation to correct the excessive deficit by 2016, a clear path is set out for restoring sustainability to Croatia's public finances. It will be essential for Croatia to take decisive action to achieve this in order to restore confidence in the economy and to create the conditions for a sustainable recovery in growth and job creation. This means that by April, Croatia is asked to undertake adequate and sufficiently specified and quantified measures to ensure progress towards the correction of its excessive deficit and debt. The Commission will assess whether effective action has been taken by Croatia later on in the course of this spring or the coming spring as part of the process under the European semester. I want to underline to the Croatian people that this process is about partnership. It's a partnership between Croatia and the European Union. And the Commission will work closely with the Croatian authorities to support their efforts to address the challenges the economy is facing and to build a strong basis for economic recovery based on sound public finances. Thank you very much for your attention.